It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. He had the D's number a week ago, over 100.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be under the command of the former Florida State Seminole, the #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. That one a first down pickup of 8. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Powers through. Oh, another great move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's Winston. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now Winston. They'll find Everett there, complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Winston now. This will be caught just inside the 10. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. On play action, Winston. Blitz coming, and down he goes. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Mason. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Spears. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, This defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Now a play fake. Carr. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take it at the 42. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. A 1st down throw for Winston. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Winston. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pass is caught by Rondale Robinson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Carr. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Carr. Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have answered that early field goal to take a 1st quarter lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Here's Winston. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Winston. A little short pass. This is Everett. The numbers a week ago for Everett. 4 catches, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action now. Winston rolling to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Throwing. Winston. Pass complete to Addison. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 32.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Out quickly here to Smith-Njigba.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And just good down here running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Jameis to throw it. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Winston. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. And this one is right through. back within a point at 7-6. So they're content to take the three. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. 3rd and 12. To throw, it's Carr. This is caught by Robinson. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On play action, it's Carr. Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
Defense.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. To throw is Carr. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Carr going to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dalton Schultz. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They go play action. Winston. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this. There he goes, right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And he will find his man Samuel. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And returns it right back to Samuel. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Now Winston. Touchdown! Jordan Addison as the first half is winding down. And the Blues are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than right? down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Robinson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game.
As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, and they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head east to check on the Bills at home in Buffalo. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson with a couple of touchdowns there. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown reception. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a one-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is incomplete here.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again. Winston on 2nd and 10. A little short pass. This is Everett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Winston. That is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a third-day selection. Anyone after the fourth round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Carr to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. But it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Tucker's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides to be thrilled with that.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That's complete once again to Hopkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
That's good. 4-8.
Jameis now on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards 2:22 on the clock.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Carr now on first down. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 15. First down, Steelers.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll get this one to Pittman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Now, Charles, all things considered, I guess that's not a critical miss at this stage, is it?
No, but still everything helps when you're trying to finish off a ball game. And you're right, not critical in terms of the scoreboard and the team, but the guy with the golden foot, he knows he's only as good as his last kick.
Now 2nd and 3.
At the Steelers' 42-yard line.
Play action now, Winston. A little short pass. This is Everett. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
Jameis to throw it. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Sebastian Joseph Day. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now Jameis on second down. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a play fake. Carr. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Will McDonald. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. To throw, it's Carr. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A handoff now for Pacheco. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Winston. Addison hauls it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Here's 3rd and 3. This is Pacheco. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful. Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. James now to return it. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now a run with Pacheco. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Pacheco. Oh, fighting off the defender. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And some room to run now. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
To throw is Winston. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Winston to throw. And it's caught.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Winston. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and go. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game. They're going to try and run for it. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game.
This one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Carr. Pass complete to Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Carr to throw.
And that is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to...
Oh, look at this! It's intercepted!
Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now Winston.
That's caught by Addison.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Here's Winston.
Pass complete, Samuel.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
Finding Samuel, and they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Winston now to throw on 1st down.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball that gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. On play action, Winston. Look at the big fella go. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. This is caught by Addison. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. A little short pass. This is Everett. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down. Winston now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. On 3rd down, Winston. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate, Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. One team squandered opportunity. It's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Net score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 50 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Taylor. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Dillon on the inside give. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So it's a win here for the Steelers, and it was Derek Carr.